In this lesson, we're going to be discussing indices and we're focusing on loss of indices. Now, if you have this expression, this 2 here is the base, and then this 5 is the exponent or the index. So this whole expression can be called 5th power of 2 or 2 to the power of 5. So let's go ahead and discuss the loss of indices. So the first one we have here is x to the power of a multiplied by x to the power of b is equal to. So if you look at this expression very well, you see that they share the same basis. Or you can say that they have common basis. So when they share same basis, you are going to pick one of the bases and then add the exponents because of this multiplication sign. So you're going to add the exponent. So it's going to be a plus b. Alright, so for example, if I have 2 to the power of 3 multiplied by 2 to the power of 5, this is going to be equal to 2. I'm now going to add the exponents. It's going to be 3 plus 5, which is going to be 2 to the power of 3 plus 5 is 8. And so 2 to the power of 8 is equal to 256. So the second one is x to the power of a divided by x to the power of b. Now this is equal to, remember, they still share same basis, and so because they share same basis, we pick one of the bases. So because this is division, we're going to pick the first exponent, which is a, and then subtract the second exponent, which is b, from it. Alright, so it's going to be x to the power of a minus b. So for example, if you have 3 to the power of 4 divided by 3 to the power of 2, this is going to be equal to 3 then to the power of 4 minus 2. So you have 4 minus 2, which is equal to 3 to the power of 2, which is equal to 9. So you note that x to the power of a divided by x to the power of b can be written as x to the power of a over x to the power of b. So each time you see anything like this, you still apply this operation on it. So let's move to the next one. We have that x to the power of a or to the power of b is equal to. Now each time you see two exponents, you are going to multiply them. So it's going to be x to the power of a times b. So this is a times b. Now for example, if you have 2 to the power of 3 or to the power of 2, now this can be written as 2 to the power of 2 times 3 is 6. So 2 to the power of 6 is equal to 64. And so this is the answer to this example. So the next one we have is if we have x over y or to the power of a. So this is equal to x to the power of a over y to the power of a. So for example, if you have 2 over 3 or to the power of 2, this can be written as 2 to the power of 2 over 3 to the power of 2. So this is equal to 4 over 9. So this is the example for this one. So the next one we have is xy to the power of a. So this is equal to x to the power of a then multiplied by y to the power of a. That's if you have two numbers multiplying themselves inside the parentheses and all of them are raised to the power of a certain number, we are going to raise each of those numbers with the exponents. So that is why you have x to the power of a multiplied by y to the power of a. So the example of this one is if you have, so the example for this one is if you have 2 times 3 to the power of 2, this can be written as 2 to the power of 2 multiplied by 3 to the power of 2. So this is equals to 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 4, then times 3 to the power of 2 is 9. So 4 times 9 is equals to 36. So let's move to the next one. So number 6, if you have x to the power of a over b, this is equal to bth root of x or to the power of a. Now each time you have a number whose exponent is a fraction or a number raised to the power of a fraction, the denominator of that fraction is going to assume the root, whereas the numerator of that fraction, we assume the exponent. You get the denominator of that fraction will be the root, and then the numerator of that fraction will be the exponent. So for example, if you have 16 to the power of 3 over 2, so this is going to be square root of 16. Remember, this denominator we assume the root, then all of this raised to the power of 3, so this numerator we assume the exponent. So square root of 16 is equal to 4, then 4 raised to the power 3 is equal to 64. So number 7, if you have x to the power of 1 over a, it's also the same thing with what I explained here. The denominator we assume the root, so we have 8 root of x, and then the numerator we take the exponent. So in this case, it's just 8 root of x. So for example, if you have 9 to the power of half, so this is going to be square root of 9, then all raised to the power of 1. So square root of 9 is equal to 3, then 3 raised to the power 1 is equal to 3. So number 8, we have x to the power of negative a, then this is equal to 1 over x to the power of a. So this is just taking the inverse of this x to the power of negative a. Remember, x to the power of negative 1 is equal to 1 over x, then raised to the power 1. This one here is this 1 here, so this negative a here is this a you are seeing, but because we have taken the inverse, this 1 has cancelled this negative sign. That is why we only have positive a here. We get, so example of this is when we have 3 to the power of negative 2, so this will become 1 over 3 square, which is equal to 1 over 9. So number 9, we have x to the power of 0 is equals to 1. So this implies that anything raised to the power 0, or any number raised to the power 0, is equal to 1. So 2 raised to the power 0 is equals to 1, 3 raised to the power 0 is equals to 1, 4 raised to the power is equals to 1. Any number at all, or any variable raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. So number 10, we have that x raised to the power a is equal to y. So to find the value of this x, that is to make x subject to the formula, we write that x is equal to, now this is x to the power of a. To eliminate this a, we are going to raise both sides to the power of 1 over a. Alright, 1 over a, so that a multiplied by 1 over a, this a and this a will cancel, so we only have y raised to the power 1 over a. We have y raised to the power 1 over a. So for example, if you have that 2 raised to the power 3 is equals to 8, now to write this equation in terms of 2, we are going to have that 2 is equal to 8 raised to the power of, we are going to raise both sides to the power of 1 over 3, so that this 3 multiplied by 1 over 3, this 3 and 3 will cancel. We have that 2 is equals to 8 raised to the power 1 over 3. So 1 over 8 raised to the power 1 over 3 is also the same as taking cube root of 8 and raising all of them to the power of 1. For example, we have cube root of 8 all to the power of 1, exactly what we discussed here. Alright, so cube root of 8 is equals to 2, which is still the same with what is here. So thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the post notification bell, so that each time I post a new video, you'll be the first to watch it. Have a nice day.